Okay, it's chatting time.
Gird your loins.
Whoa,
It's
all
chat
right.
time. Whoa.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's Pride Month. Happy Pride, everybody.
Woo! You love to see it.
Yeah. It's Retro. How you doing?
I'm so good. I've been actually really pondering the whole pride thing.
Alrighty.
I feel like I'm 35 and I was 34 last year,
Mhm.
where it was the first time of all my many years of working that the place I worked celebrated Pride. And then I had a Pride shirt, and I still have that Pride shirt. I'm not a big fan of rainbows, but it is a black shirt with a colorful logo, so it's fine. Um, but I was just like, cool, whatever, like rainbows. But then, like, as I think about it, I'm like, this is actually like really significant. Like, this is a place that I like choose to work because it is accepting. Not even just like accepting and inclusive, but like kind of megaphones it a little bit, you know. And so like it's Pride now, and the place is like filled with rainbow flags. And we're doing a drag brunch and a queer open mic,
Very cool.
and I feel very like protective of that space. And I think it's because like I never had that growing up. I used to go to like, gay bars and stuff. But it was never a place that I worked that like felt like it embraced me and my peers so strongly.
Hmm.
And it wasn't until recently, this is absolutely a tangent, you're welcome, that like people in town have been like, so like where do like the queer people hang out? I'm like, here, I guess. That's where I've met everyone. So
Hell yeah.
that's something. And people have been like, hell yeah. And I'm like, yeah, I work at the unofficial gay bar, and it feels like very, I don't know. I feel I'm not necessarily empowered, but I feel like I have been gifted the ability to create a safe space for others around me that like when I was younger maybe wasn't, from no fault of anyone else, but like that wasn't there,
Hmm.
if that makes sense.
Yes.
And all because I got a fucking queer pride shirt last year that I'm like now like, oh, this is significant. But it was. So that's where I'm at. I'm very introspective and thinking about my community around me. And I hope everyone has a happy, safe pride all month long and until the end of time.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at.
Good. It sounds like a pretty good place.
Yeah.
All right.
So, what have you cooked up with us with Gerald? I know you like to go on adventures when we're not here.
Well, good news. Let me switch this over.
Woo!
Um, we're starting off in the library because, as you remember, last time we found a black book, the books with the deep dark magic that could not be erased or
Oh
destroyed, so they
yes,
dipped it in
yes,
ink.
yes.
We will be picking that up, but we kind of don't have to because Retro, we've won the game. We got
Shut
we got the
up.
we got the boys to level 69. Gerald is done.
Well, here's the thing. This is something I was thinking of, away from stream, not unencumbered by the weight of reality, just laying in bed. I was thinking about Gerald, and I was like, we know Gerald is comprised of at least 3 mice named Gerald, but how many are making the hips and legs and arms move? Because I feel like all of them are level 69.
Oh wow,
And you know what I mean?
man.
And if there's 11 of them, it's 69, 69, right? Is that how math works? I don't know. It feels like it. Or 100 of them? I
We'll
don't
take
know.
it.
There's a lot. I've been working through some stuff. So,
You're doing great.
thank you.
Yeah, I don't know. I just kind of thought it would be one Gerald so that other Geralds could have an adventure, but I do like the idea of sharing the XP.
Mhm.
Because again, one big union. And
Mhm.
everybody being really powerful and happy together.
Yeah. I love power.
Power's good. No one rat should have all that power. Now, moving away
So,
from that, we should figure out what we want to do with these points.
Oh, I mean, we're so strong.
We are pretty strong. We will be going into a new area soon, and so there will be a bit more of a bump in difficulty, but we are doing pretty well.
Sick. I guess my question to you would be, like, I feel like I want to dump into defense or like resistance, because those seem to be behind everything. Like, I always go for hit hard first.
Yes. I would be pro putting some points in defense. I gotta be honest, I never really put points into resistance. I think that is because the last time that I was playing this, resistance was busted and didn't really do anything for you. But we could... I'm curious if we put this in... Okay, it does take it up. I was curious if that was a measurement of time or just overall resistance. Like, that obviously goes into an equation to figure out how long you are impacted by a status effect, but I don't know what the equation is. But yeah, I think defense wouldn't be bad. We can continue to dump into the damage stats.
Yeah.
We've got 16 points. So if we wanted, we could do 10 in defense, 2 in int, 4 in strength.
Yeah, I like that.
That largely rounds us out.
That feels good for my mental fortitude.
Dex is a little wonky, but that's fine. Dex can be wonky. We don't use a lot of ranged attacks. Which is funny, because I think Dex is what we started out with the highest because we're a shinobi, but here we are now just wielding a steel club.
No one
and
can
magic.
stop us.
Nobody.
No gods, no masters, just Gerald.
Yeah, we'll take the short way. I mean, I guess we could take the really short way. We gotta check with our boy Daedalus and see what the book we got was. Yeah. Gonna kind of Morrowind down the wall there.
Right? Wow. God, I forgot about the sounds.
It's good
I don't know
sound.
how. I don't know how I could ever possibly.
But yeah, I know that these are lower level enemies, but it is really nice to be one-shotting enemies when I've been running through here to grind, and it takes, 2 shots to kill them.
Yeah. I mean, even though they're like slow moving and like wonky, they are kind of a nuisance.
Yeah, I think that those are really nice enemies because they aren't too bad. They don't aggro to you, but they will aggro to you if you attack one of them. So if you don't have your speed up, if you're not paying attention, it's really easy for them to just shoot their magic missiles at you. Hello, Gerald. I finished reading the book you gave me. It spoke of fire and rage, of a kingdom smothered in flame. A young witch stood in the middle of an inferno, small embers flickering in her eyes. Here, take this ring. It is inscribed with the magic of this book. Please continue your search. I know there are more out there. Alright, so let's check out our new magic. Was it Fireworm?
What coffin was?
Yeah. I'll show you what coffin is. Summon a worm-like wall of
it makes him cough. No, that was the joke you said.
That was the joke.
Damn you.
But I appreciate you remembering the joke. Good morning, Hinton. An advanced weaponized pyromancy created by the fire witch Ashley in order to fend off large beasts. Which, we've heard a little bit of talk about Ashley before. Again, this is just a little bit of, like, world building that I like. Oh, wow, that's really quick. It doesn't take long at all. It makes a coffin.
Good.
You can make a lot of coffins.
That.
And you can climb them.
Oh, That's good.
Yeah, so I used to use this to create just like a mountain of coffins that I would try and climb up to get to places that I probably wasn't supposed to go.
Yeah, that's good. The cat just bit me.
Lucy.
She was like, hi. She was like, please pet me. I need love. And I was like, okay, sweet baby. And then she was like, munch. And I was like, ah, got me. Rude as hell.
Rude as hell. I do like our fireworm attack, though.
Yeah, that's very good. Do the coffins despawn after a while, or is it like a radial thing, so when you walk away from it, they'll go away? Oh, no, they're still there.
I'm trying to think, because I would use these to just make a mountain of coffins.
Mm-hmm.
If you ever played Control and you found the clock room where they just use clocks to build like ramps and stairs, it's kind of that. They do break down at a certain point, but I don't know when that point is. I also may have just gotten tired and been like, I'm leaving and I'll come back later. Because as it turns out, coffins not as flat as you would like, so it's pretty easy for you to get kind of thrown or just slide off them. Hey, buddy.
Here.
I think we're going the wrong way. So some other housekeeping I did. I looked up what we were missing, and it turns out I actually had the thing that I needed to proceed.
A gift!
A gift. This kind of goes back to, get out of here, what we were talking about last time, or I guess the first episode, about how this game is very old school in all the best and worst ways. Let's get somewhere safe. This place is safe enough. So you might have noticed that when we were in the bowels of the castle, I got something called Vampiric Symbol W. It is a brilliantly shining jewel embedded with a lost tech magic that grants access to the White Castle doors within Lefano Castle. Long ago, the kingdom of Lyria harbored many vampiric citizens, granting them protection in exchange for their magical knowledge. So because I didn't have that equipped in my item slot, the game did not recognize that I had what I needed to open that door.
Rude.
That was it. That was all we had to do.
Well, shit.
I also think that this is another example of one of the things that I like about this game, but also makes it kind of difficult to stream, because you've got streamer brain going on. If you are not paying attention...
I'm familiar.
Yeah. If you aren't paying attention to every little thing you pick up and read the items, it's kind of easy to just get to a point where you're like, I don't know what to do. Because this game doesn't do the modern thing of like putting exclamation points above people's heads or updating a journal. It just expects you to spend a little time and parse out what is going on.
Right.
Alright, so let's go.
And is that the developer furthering like the obtuseness, or is that a pattern of games of this genre?
That is very much and I kind of think it continues into modern FromSoft games, but it is very much a Kingsfield thing.
Okay.
Older games, it was very much a thing where like you had to read and pay attention because there wasn't a good system developed. Oh no, Unsecret Crush is sleepy.
And you're not going to clean the bathroom today either because you're worth it. I mean,
Exactly.
what?
But it would be a very difficult thing and take up a lot of memory to create a system to track and alert the player of the things that they are doing. Eventually, it would become pretty simple with like checklists of things that you are doing. You got the thing, now you can go do this. But even today, FromSoft doesn't really do that. They still kind of expect you to just read item descriptions and pay attention to what NPCs are saying. You can just kind of stumble across things and happen into a cool area, but usually you have to have found some sort of item. Did we talk about this? The Great Knight of Lyria, Ophelia. I feel like she's come up a couple times. Got her.
She has. We've wait, isn't Ophelia the name also in Crow Country? About the coffin behind the bars?
Yes. What a crossover.
Wow.
Completely unplanned. Open sesame. We did it.
I was like, was it planned?
I didn't plan it. I've done some planning for this series. That was not one of them.
Fair.
Alright. So now we got a lot of places to go, but we got a lot of closed doors. A lot of blue and green. So I'm going to start off on the left. Just kind of explore this castle. I really like the lighting in here. It's very ominous. Still got more Vampy boys.
The purple makes it it makes it like a chill ethereal thing, but has like there's violence. It makes me feel like I'm walking into danger.
Yeah. This entire game's color is purple, and I feel like that is something that is conveyed with its frequent use and how it is aligned with like these unsettling, unsafe vibes.
Mm-hmm. Like, it's fine, but also
this, and I think we're gonna check out this other area real quick. We'll come back for you. I don't remember, but I think if you are a vampire, I think you can drink this blood and it heals you.
of drinking blood.
I don't know. I guess we just went in a loop. Please don't. I also think, I'm not 100% on this, but I think that if you chose a vampire as your starting race, you just have the, ooh, light urn. I think that you just start with the necklace that lets you in here. Which makes sense lore-wise with the whole, like, this place is a sort of safe haven for vampiric individuals.
Mm-hmm.
God, it's so nice having magic.
I was just reading on Secret Crush being one of my personal pet peeves when I'm mindlessly scrolling to see Genshin content that's like, did you know this secret? And I'm like, that is not a secret. They put it right there in the game. You just chose not to read it. And
Yeah.
that is valid.
That's very real. As someone who for a long time would look for articles and posts about people being like, hey, here are 5 games that you've never heard of, and I'll read it and I'm like, I know every single one of these games. Even if it's something weird and really niche. We got a bat boy. I eventually just had to be like, alright, I need to go find like obscure YouTube channels that spend a lot of time playing really bizarre games before I'm gonna actually learn anything.
This leaked a huge secret. Like, no, baby, that's called foreshadowing. Yeah, I think media literacy and media consumption is broken, and that's fine. I was actually talking to a team today about like just understanding consumers and like not insulting them with dumb shit like this. Like, leaked a huge secret, because like I think companies see influencers do that shit, but I'm like, eh, what? No. No. Shit be
Yeah,
hot.
I have a lot of feelings about media literacy and kind of art literacy.
Yeah.
This is not pointed at anyone in particular, but there have been a lot of people who played Indica recently, and a lot of people are trying to find an explanation for the weirdness that happens in that game, and I'm just like, it's called magical realism. Like, it's already a genre in other art forms, but
Yeah.
because people don't ingest other art forms, they are unaware of it. And
Right.
it's so frustrating to me to watch people, especially as somebody who has a background in counseling psychology, try to be like, what's her disorder? I'm just like, it's magical realism. It's there because it's needed to tell a story.
It's the explanation. I haven't played it, and I've avoided seeing much of it because I want to experience it. Also, we were just talking about media literacy, and just like, we could just say literacy because you have this note or this letter up on the screen, and I was like, Jalisha, because I saw a J. So I don't know if that's just wanting Jalisha or I genuinely cannot read.
We gotta reclaim this castle for our love.
Hell yeah.
Which we are absolutely gonna do. We're gonna murder some vampires. I write this letter fervently to my sweet Ophelia, for it presents itself that I, last living of the Fanu line, might have finally solved my family curse. As you know, our castle has always unnaturally attracted the great fog beasts, and of which your annihilation. Okay, I read that correctly, it's just not landing right. And of which your annihilation I've much been affectionate. But today, I have found the cause. Please return to me as soon as you can. Justina Fanu.
Ominous.
I'm trying to remember where we came from. I think we came from back there.
On Secret Crush, I'm always dubious when I get new glasses. Like, I don't trust an eye doctor where I'm like, are these better? Did you heal my eyes? What if they were better before? Especially the last time, because my prescription in one eye got better. I was very apprehensive, but
congratulations.
It helps.
I am uncertain. We talked a little bit about this when we looked at the manual, about how the writing is not great, both grammatically and just in making sense. And part of me, there's this weird space of like, is this intentional? Or is this just poor writing? Because so many of the early games that came over from Japan were really poorly translated, and so I do think that there's a bit of charm to capturing the wonkiness of it. Mm-hmm. I also just think that sometimes people are just like, yeah, I just couldn't code this thing, so the reason that it's bad is a game reason.
I feel like I've always seen it in this game, like thus far in our large breadth of time, as intentional. Like you're trying to write, there's so many layers, right? Yeah. Especially if you're trying to do Kingsfield, which is a Japanese developer, being translated, but then you're also trying to write like a stream of consciousness of some kind from some character in some realm that has, like, you're trying to make it be of time and place, whatever that place is, and then you layer on mystery. This feels very intentional. The clumsy words, yeah.
Yeah, I do kind of think it's intentional because there are a lot of books in the library that tell you about the Light Crusade, and I feel like those are written pretty well. I also kind of avoided them because part of me is like, I don't want to give this whole game away. I want people to go play it. I think that there are cool things to find, and I don't want to just put out, here's what I think happened. But I do think that this is kind of important for this space. Also, it's Pride, and we got a couple lesbians, so hell yeah. Dear lady, I've read your words again and again, for it brings me unforeseen delight to hear that you have finally beaten your family curse. I ride now from our great battlefield on the outskirts to your estate. I will have this steed fly like it has never before. But I presume the raven which brings this letter might arrive sooner. Ophelia of Lyria.
Ah, shit, I was muted.
Oh no.
But that's good though. But I just said, fucking love lesbians.
Oh, look at that.
Horse girls, lesbians with birds.
I'm on the fence on horse girls, but I'm on the
That's
fence
fair.
on horse
That's
people.
fair. Pride Month, okay? Don't yuck any yums. Horse lesbians.
Is that like centaurs?
Maybe. I was, as I've gotten into Magic the Gathering, I've gotten some cards from the recent releases that are just attractive women on horseback, because it's like outlaws. Kind of like Wild West steampunky stuff.
Oh.
And I just keep being like I'm gonna build a deck of just hot ladies on horseback.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with those themed decks. I built so many of them, and most of them were pretty awful.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with it though, because I'm gonna be like, wow, during Pride Month, rude.
So here's our buddy Garat. He got in.
You're at the Hound.
Glory
his
to
little
you,
chest.
Gerald. Someone filled this fountain with healing water. Drink as much as you please, Gerald. It's far too strong for me. Expect a good fight ahead if the master is mightier than these thralls. Ha! My blood burns in anticipation. Thanks, buddy.
I'm gonna die. He's gonna die, huh?
So free crossbow. You don't know that.
Probably not, but I'm getting a vibe. I'm sensing some vibes. And if we're inspired by any amount of FromSoft, anyone that you come to care for is probably gonna die.
All right, we got a new symbol.
Ooh. Embedded with lost tech magic. Oh, so we can get through the door.
Yep, it's another key. This one is a little bit different. Blamed for the moonfall, along with the Lyrians, vampires were driven out and hunted. I'm trying to remember if I have to re-equip ones each time. Nope, I think as long as you have one, it will automatically open. So we got kind of a Metal Gear Solid thing going here with your door code, key card thing.
Mm. That chandelier is great too.
I really like this area.
I saw it, and then I saw it again on stream, and I was like, man. Oh, I didn't realize the reflection too.
Yeah, the reflection on the floor is really nice. I like these pillars that are here for no reason. They have kind of a seashell look to them, or some sort of
like abalone, like
Yeah. I also like that you
it's very ominous without being threatening.
Yeah, I like that you come in here and immediately I'm just like, all right, there's going to be a fight. It's like a big open arena and there's nothing. Just this area is safe, but it's so intimidating because you're in a vampire castle. It's a big, open, shiny area and nothing. I think it's really nice. All right, so now we have yet another enemy. This is another reason that I wanted to have magic. We're now fighting ghosts.
Okay. Oh, yeah. I could see that wanting to. Oh,
You know what?
they're durable.
There we go. Oh no.
Oh,
Yeah. If you don't have any strong magic equipped, like I didn't have the first time I came through here, that poltergeist is rough.
read.
Dear Diary, oh, how sweet and joyous it is, but still difficulty, division, and melancholy fills my still heart. With one bite, merely a simple drop of blood, I overcame my family curse. If only I had found this gift sooner, I would not be the last of Fanu. Justina Fanu.
Mm-hmm. Hinton's asking some hard-hitting questions.
I think so. I think you primarily use fruit for crafting. I don't know that we have like fruit items. Let's take a look. We have blood wine, which I just assume is blood. We got moss. Yeah, we don't have any like fruit, unfortunately. And this place is just a bunch of silver, which we should be scooping up into a giant bag and making off with. But this game will not let me loot. So do you remember when we first got to the castle and I shot that window with a
Yeah.
lightning spell? There would be a wall here if
Oh.
I hadn't done that.
So, how would... is there anything in the castle that would allude to you having to go outside to do that?
I think that there are a couple things. Number one, the wall that is here is pretty obviously a fake.
Yeah.
You'll also notice that we have this giant circular window, which is what you have to aim at.
Mm-hmm.
Which, number one, it kind of looks like a controller button. Like a
Yeah, I
moon
saw
and
like immediately saw the D-pad when we walked in here initially.
Yeah. Additionally, when you are outside, if you are trying to figure out how to open the red sealed doors, I was just kind of shooting things at random that stood out, and this window stood out to me, and I hit it with either an arrow or a spell, and it said it did nothing or was resistant or whatever the phrasing is for when it takes no damage, and that's how you know that there is something that you can do to activate or damage that thing. While the Golden Lance has finally broken Castle Lefanu, while their last army was a pitiful, hopeless display of combat, they won. I have sealed the worst of their damage away using the clock tower. I guess that's also a pretty good sign. I don't think that you shoot the clock tower itself, but I'm pretty sure that the clock tower is an area above us.
True. Okay.
So I'm gonna take a quick break and we're gonna go in here. We're gonna check out this, what is it, the Cursed Ballroom?
I just saw fruit break denied, and then I was like, I have dried mangoes, and I got really excited.
Sealed Ballroom.
But I don't have them currently with me, so that's a little devastating.
That is devastating.
Ooh, I like room.
Yeah, it's really
I don't
nice.
know why. It kind of like it absolutely doesn't. But maybe it's just everyone I talk to. Oh no, everyone I talk to lately, in like work meetings, everyone's modding Skyrim, and so it made me think of like Whiterun's Great Hall, even though it's absolutely not that. And this is bad. Why would you shoot this hand monster?
It's a malformed horse.
Yeah, I would say that, but why would this be inside?
I don't know. Part of the Golden Lance.
I'm really upset by that.
I think that this game is an excellent example of like not needing high fidelity graphics to really create a captivating and charming environment.
Mm-hmm.
Like so much
it
is
really
told
does
about
a lot
this
with its lighting, like lighting sources.
Yeah.
Like it's like it doesn't have it doesn't have just like bright skybox. I don't know. It just has a vibe that is not, I wouldn't say inviting, but makes me want to proceed forward even though I don't want to.
I think it really captures the FromSoft environments that are sometimes pretty drab, but also for such a dark world, it is not all dungeon. Like, we have the forest, we have some places that are pretty gross, like the fetid mire and the sewer way. But then you have these castles that are like pretty clearly places where people lived and taken care of. And I think it's pretty easy to forget, but like, this is supposed to take place in a well deep underground.
Forget about that.
Yeah, it's pretty
Like,
easy.
I know that when thinking about the game, but when it comes to like the moment to moment beats, I forget we're in a well.
Yeah, every now and again you will have moments that remind you where you're like, oh right, we're in the waterway. Oh right, we're in the giant blood lake region.
Mm-hmm.
But there are so many places that are very distinct. It creates this very magical and like it is a place that should exist or could exist, but the idea that it exists underground creates all kinds of questions and feelings.
You know, as if perhaps this might be a good game.
I would say
just
so.
by near of its ability to be thought provoking.
Yeah.
I said it. I don't want to ruffle any feathers, but good game.
There's so much about this game that I think is really good. I have critiqued the combat, and I do think it's kind of simple, but there is a simple joy to... I mean, like, you just brought up Skyrim. People still play Skyrim, and that game has basically the same combat system of walk forward, hit somebody, back up.
And, you know, after our first stream of this, I was like, oh... what this is great. I want to tell everyone about it. And I was in a meeting with some people. I told them about it, and then immediately it was on Humble Bundle, so they all bought it. And now it's like a point of conversation for us while talking about the game we're making.
Awesome.
Even though it's very different, but talking about the way it communicates with the players, even with just how language and menus are used and like what information is shared, it's really fun to like be, you know, along for the ride with you and then be bumbling on my own and with others as we have very different experiences because we're all playing very different builds, and I'm purposefully staying behind what we're doing as to have genuine reactions here, but I think this is like I think it's very cool when indie developers or any developer is so inspired by older titles or contemporary titles where they're making homages, and then there's like another wave of inspiration and a layer of separation from the original thing, so it kind of morphs into like the other, and that other being some other thing. So it's been a really interesting philosophical conversation that when our meetings are scheduled for like 45 minutes, it's like 2.5 hours. But yeah, this game is doing something.
Yeah. I'm going to read this real quick so we can keep moving, but I do want to stay on this for a minute. What have they done? This is not holy magic. It is something far darker and more perverse than any vampiric power I can attain. Hey, Heart Machine. I think that it's really interesting, the thing that you brought up with somebody making a game using the language of like a genre or a game style that has gone by, and then people building off of that.
Mm-hmm.
At the time that we are recording this, Animal Well has been really popular.
Yes.
And while... Ooh. Well, I can't use that.
And it wasn't made solely by Donkey. Sorry about your luck.
Yeah, good job backing it, but wasn't just him.
I don't recall the creator's name, but he did everything himself, and that's incredible.
Yeah, like it was a really small team, and I do think... Ooh. Where am I looking?
Question?
Oh.
Oh, putting a thing in front of it's really rude. Ooh.
I think that was another candle. Woe upon woe, I was deemed not important enough for the divine blessing. Now I'm trapped and must hide. Maybe they'll come for me if I just hide long enough.
Seems fine.
Yeah, I don't think it worked out. But watching people play Animal Well, I kept looking at it and being like, oh, this is a La Mulana clone. Just the way that it works and the puzzles and things like that. And seeing nobody recognize that, I was like, right, because there's a whole generation of people who never played La Mulana. Get out of here. And so people are going to, like, I kind of had to tell a lot of people that, like, there are a lot of games like this if you want to find more.
Yeah.
And I think that that's great. I hope that they continue with this genre and find other games that they really like. But also, I don't want to gatekeep. I want them to continue to develop and iterate on style.
I think Silver got me La Mulana at one point, and then it was just like it was like Merry Christmas. I'm sorry, and I was like, okay.
That sounds like La Mulana. Oh, hello.
Ooh, God, I don't know why. Everything else, I'm like, this is fine. I think it's like the hand feels like a limp, or the head is like a limp hand.
Yeah.
But then I also kind of read it as like, ma'am? Hold on, the cat's just punching the PS5. Hey, can we not?
The cat's a Microsoft fan.
She's a real gamer.
Oh. I see how it is.
Yeah.
Playing Valorant.
Oh, yeah. Can you hear her? Hold on, let me see.
Not really. Which is unfortunate. Yeah, these designs, I really like them. They're very upsetting. I like the collection of hands and arms holding weapons. It feels very Elden Ring.
Yeah.
And we just have non-delicious.
It's very cool to see the persistence and the persistence of just creating nightmares.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Another crystal shard.
I love it.
I will probably never use it because I never use the homeward bones because I forget about them, but I like how the horses moo like a cow. It's kind of a bull.
Whoa.
I like this space. I don't know if I ever figured out what was going on here, but it's very cool.
You love to see it. Cool.
Somebody
Maybe
really...
is this just teaching you can stack coffins?
Maybe.
Like, look, idiot, we've given you a really cool spell. You should use it more.
I do kind of get the sense that this is something that the Golden Lance used to like, create a magic barrier. I'm not sure why it is still going, but whatever, it's neat. I like it. I also just like the idea that the Fanu family just trapped the knights that were hunting them up here. Why is that horse still taking damage?
Slowly working through it. Rub your face on the wall.
Oh, okay, these do take fire damage, which is good because they look like old wicker mannequins.
Thanks, I hate it.
We should send this to Jelly and be like, hey, new character design. Boy, this game just gets so much easier when you get wands and stack your int.
May
So-
singing the sounds of her people,
Oh, good
so
for
she may
her.
feast.
I'm gonna open this before we go any further. Ominous. You know what? We have a really strong fire spell. Why am I not using that?
I don't like the way they move. I've been trying, like, watching them, and I've been trying to identify why their movement is upsetting or jarring to me.
To me, it looks like their movement is faster than their animation.
Maybe that's it. My brain was like trying to figure out if it was like triggering a memory of something. So I was like, is it like this? Like going through enemies in my brain? My little gamer encyclopedia.
Oh, one of these is fake. Yeah. I was recently playing another game to try and figure out if it was something that we should play on here. And there's a lot about it that I really like, but man, the character animations are rough.
Mm. It do be like that sometimes.
I get it. Like, if you can put a game together and the one thing that is kind of shoddy is your animations, like, you're doing great.
The graphical aesthetic, or is it like the amount of frames? Like they're too short or too long?
It is, the animation style is very rigid.
Got you.
So I don't know this for sure, but it feels like they went with a very basic, full animation of a run and just stuck to it, as opposed to trying to make it a little bit looser, like somebody would actually move if they were jogging.
Like a little bounce or something.
A little bit of a bounce, a little bit of a give, maybe not always doing like a full, I don't know, like there are certain points that it always hits and it feels like a run that a runner would do who is trying to really like maximize oxygen intake and forward momentum, and I'm just kind of like that.
Yeah.
It's a bit much. They transmuted themselves into abominations, and their tainted blood made its way to most of my thralls.
Mm. Sure.
Tainting the vampires. Alright, so this place is poisonous, so we gotta get in and get out. So that was XP drain. I don't know if we will ever see that again, but that was the XP drain status effect.
Hated it.
Yeah, we're still level 69, so I want to check
So
out.
it just drains your XP. That's like the poison
That
instead
is
of like your health.
Yeah, it is. I kind of liken this to the Illithid in D&D, who will drain your levels.
Mm.
I think that it is a neat thing that feels not quite as scary, but also when you think about it, it becomes an utter nightmare because you now have to go back and get that experience again. Which isn't a problem. We'll grind, but it is a little tedious. A nimble weapon designed to be useful against guarded opponents. It has 3 spiked heads capable of attaching thrice in one swing. But it's still really weak compared to our steel club.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna stick with our steel club. Alright. Ring. Alright. Let's check the walls real quick and then see what this spell is. An advanced spell that strikes enemies with thorns.
Yeah.
Great. Love it.
I really want to put level 69 Shinobi on a resume.
Go for it. I feel like there are some places that would be an attribute.
Yeah, I'm at the point where it can't hurt. Job questing be questing, you know?
Oh my god. I can't think about it like that, because then it's just, I failed
I know.
every dungeon dive I did.
It's a roguelike. And it sucks. The way you need to put your face on the walls, but there could be danger, is rude.
I gotta be honest, checking around is mostly a thing that I do on stream. When it's just me, I will just run down the hallway with my face like this. Just like, I'm not super worried about it.
I'm not super worried about it.
I feel like, by and large, this game is pretty... Oh, hello. Pretty generous with the hits, and we have bumped up our defense. Huh. This is weird.
What could be going on here?
Well, we have another weird thing. No,
Is
we
it the
need
white chest?
one. No effect. No effect. Why is this thing that's so different? God, I wish I could.
Is this what you... Is this the video?
Is pain worth experiencing for the creation of nostalgia?
Oh, coming at us.
What happens to those who live in a dream but are not the dreamers? Is everything a lie? Life, existence, hate, love, passion, torment? And those who live in a dream,
That's great.
do they have dreams as well? Endless cycles of creation of gods and pain. Sometimes I wish to sleep forever, to give my dream world something I couldn't hold. But all things end in time, this too shall pass. In the dream, wake it up, then wake up God, then wake up its God, end everything. Strange aeons, even death may die.
Okay. That seems like some Porter Robinson / like virtual self music right there, and kind of imagery, which is kind of interesting when I think about that, and like the influences and like era genre stuff.
Yeah. So this is why I picked this game to start with. This entire game is it's a reflection on and thinking about nostalgia and what it does for us and what it does to us. So this is how you get information about the secret ending.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, part of me wishes I was following this game with ukulele. I feel that I could just bitch. Uh,
Uh,
it'll happen though.
yeah, there'll be a day. Okay, I'm trying to think now. We found the secret space. And then we still need to... Is this where we came? Yeah, because that's the sealed ballroom. So I do think we just need to go down here. I also keep waiting for one of these pictures to come to life, like one of the cursed portraits. I think they ever do.
I would always check though.
Oh, they'll let you know. Doesn't the origin of nostalgia literally mean past pain? I believe it does. It is either like past pain or a longing for a past. That's the exit. That's where we came from. Where am I missing? Dear Diary, I read of those with this gift before. Oh, but the sun. Ha! If they knew what would become of that dim orb behind the fog. Ophelia found this amusing as well. I have yet to bestow her with this, or burden her so. She is dedicated to serving as a knight that she pledged for it immediately. Let's try that again. She is so dedicated to serving as a knight that she pledged for it immediately. But that is not what I long for. Ophelia, there are none who stand above us now. None to take away our kinship. No reason left not to pursue happiness in your arms and in your kisses. I must know that she feels super gay. This is actually why I didn't come here, is because I knew I needed to wait for Pride.
Hell yeah, that's smart.
In your kisses, I must know that she feels the same before sharing this gift. I cannot stand to wait a lifetime.
Gay. Also sad, but mostly gay.
Yeah, there's like weird parallels here with stories of what's going on with the attack on the castle and this weird corrupting magic that the Lance use. And also the idea of just the idea that there are vampires and the vampires are already a corrupted whatever.
And there's some stuff happening.
We got stuff. Okay. I think we might be good here. I could have sworn there was either a hidden passageway or something cornered me there once, but there doesn't seem to be anything around. Okay, let's go find that green door, because I think that's the way back to the entryway.
Oh god, every time those like candelabras on the wall, when you turn quickly and I get a glimpse of it, I'm like, what fresh hell is this? And I'm like, oh, it's candles.
Yeah, the pop in here is pretty rough. I do wish it was a little bit better, but again, that feels very in keeping with the games from this time period. Especially PlayStation 1 not having a great draw distance.
Oh no.
Lady.
You guys.
Bat!
Oh, what is that?
That's Bat Boy.
Oh, he has no arms? Is his
No arms.
is he just like a raptor?
Clever girl. Oh god, there's another. It's throwing magic spears at us. I don't want to fight you. We're like cousins or something.
We're like cousins.
Yeah, you're like my cousin who
Game's
can
all
fly.
here. I have a gremlin who needs attention. I'll be right back.
Oh god. Also, Unsecret Crush is going through some stuff. Please stay safe. Also, how big is this tree we're talking about? Oh wow, yeah. Big storm. I wonder if it's the one that we had last night. Because that one rolled through and had pretty high winds and a lot of thunder.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Back.
Somebody was running around without their diaper.
Well, if you have to lose a tree on Secret Crush, I'm glad it didn't take out property.
Wait, what happened?
Unsecret Crush is in a storm.
Oh no. I'm also getting some rain. But I have headphones on, so I don't know. I don't know.
Well, there will be a VOD if people need there to be a VOD. Take care of yourselves. Get out of here. So this is the door in the prison that I was so confident was here.
Ah.
Because it was just hidden.
Were we on the other side?
Yes. I want to go back and check something, but I think it is time to go to the next area. Is this where we came from? And now we're back here.
Okay.
So we are gonna save, and then we will go to the next area. Let's level up while we're at it. Can't stay 69 forever.
So true.
Alright, so we got 4 points. Where do we want to put them?
Can we intellect is our magic, right?
Yes.
I would do that.
Okay. I'm gonna max it.
Because we're getting people.
We sure are. So let's take a look at what we got spell-wise. I don't think that that's gonna... How much use that will be. This is probably okay. We're probably okay. But let's go ahead and save. Let's check out this other area.
God, it's been a while since we saved, huh?
Yeah. I mean, we just went through, I mean, I guess it's been an hour, but we just went through the castle. And like I said, I've been grinding. I think Gerald's doing okay. Which means that this area is going to be really interesting to see how this boss fight goes, because I've done it one time and was like, this is neat. I don't really feel the need to kill this boss. So I just kind of left. But here's Ophelia.
Baby oh, do you have a head?
I don't think she has a head.
Or is it bobbling?
Oh, she does. Yes. It's
Bobbling.
held low. But here is our knight on a horse who loves to teleport and make it really difficult to track. Oh, goodness.
Whoa. That's a cool ass attack. Oh my god.
Yep. This is a cool boss, but again, it is one that, like, if you don't have a lot of magic and even just the right types of magic, it can be very difficult, which is probably why I never finished the fight. That and the fact that she moves a lot.
You're gonna magic a gay during Pride Month.
Look, to be fair, she started it. Oh God.
Oh my God. Yes, you were correct. She did come out. Oh, real rude. Oh God. Lesbian with swords. Very good.
We did it. We got a black book.
Okay.
Now we gotta find the ladder out of here. So yeah, this is a secret area that you do not find unless you jump off the bridge. Mm-hmm. I also think that this is probably the last black book that I never got. That's it. That is all that is down here.
All right.
It's very spooky. I like that it is a cool boss. I like that it's Ophelia because that implies something about where she ultimately ended up, probably throwing herself from the bridge. I like that it is her on a horse because otherwise there would be no way to identify it as her. I'm less fond of trying to find a way out of here.
Yeah, I was like, this is a lot. I guess in theory, I guess she can teleport and move, so I guess having a lot of space, depending on how you were playing, makes sense.
Yeah, I think that the area itself is fine. It is just that when it comes to getting out of here, you have to find the one thing.
Yeah.
There are a few other places that we will go that will be large open areas. I still think that they're fine. Okay. So, I'm actually going to take a quick break and go back to the library because I want to give this to Daedalus.
Yeah, that's smart.
I looked up how the time system works. And apparently the game keeps a time system of internal time spent playing the game, or well, just time that the game is active. And it takes 12 minutes for Daedalus to be able to turn the spell into a ring.
Horrible.
No, it's pretty good. Here you go, buddy. If you are playing this game and exploring, chances are that is just like half of the time spent exploring one area.
Yeah.
I think that that's really reasonable to just be like, I'm going to go look around and then I'm going to come back and I'll have another spell ready for me. Oh no, I'm on fire.
Oh, I really don't like these guys.
They're pretty awful. It takes me back to my neuropsych days. Just having to stare at nervous systems. actually think it might be shorter if we go this way.
Mm. It's so funny. I realize with like a lot of the I've been watching someone play like Bloodborne and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I usually have like really good memory of like patterns and moving and like where things are in relation to other things. But I find watching streams like this game, I'm like, I kind of know. Like I know you have to go through A to get to B, but like the nuance is like totally lost on me.
Yeah.
So like watching like other styles of games, I do okay. But I don't know.
That was
This
kind
one
of...
This one and Bloodborne have been really screwing me up lately in my grasp of reality.
That was kind of my hesitancy to do this, is... I'm not sure how streamable this game is. I think that it's fine. But there was a part of me that's like, there's a lot of whipping your head around, and I try to keep it slower so people kind of understand where I'm going and their orientation.
Yeah.
Which, like, I guess it's a
I've
little
had a
late to be
fine
doing
time.
this, but that's not what I wanted. I forgot that one of the things that we can do is put a compass in. Let's just do a king's field. So now you know what direction I'm facing.
Ooh, and it's kind of like a fisheye too. That's fun.
Yeah, so this is actually the style that, get out of here, Kingsfield used.
Oh, cool.
You could do this one, or you could just opt for a standard compass style. I figure if we're doing a thing on nostalgia, we may as well stick with the Kingsfield style.
Yeah.
Okay, that's that area. There was where we want to go.
Shoot that door.
Boiling Grotto. I gotta be honest, I don't have a whole lot to say about this area. I didn't spend a lot of time here. It just kind of reminds me of the area leading up to, I believe it's the Bed of Chaos in Dark Souls. Which I think is an area everyone wants to forget about because the Bed of Chaos is a rough fight.
Very fair.
And
Oh,
there's
what the
that
fuck
thing.
was it?
Oh, right, this is a fire weapon. Well, time to go. Fortunately, we have a pretty good dex and speed score, so I don't think we're going to have too much of a problem in here.
All right.
Sir Hicket the Invincible. Sir Hicket of the Golden Lance set out to slay cursed knight Suxarius. While he did not possess any great strength, he was given mighty armor of which no weapon could damage. He felled many foes simply by withstanding blows until they became exhausted. While venturing into his boiling grotto on his way to fight Suxarius, he came across a skilled fire witch. She summoned an inferno around Sir Hicket, which gradually heated his armor. And though the armor withstood, unsullied by the flame, Sir Hicket was cooked alive within. And there his body remains, as no one can pierce or remove the golden armor. Ashley cooked a dude.
Well,
Also, hey,
um,
should we get in?
yeah.
We saved. A comforting coffin awaits. Let's lay within.
I feel like we're in the boat and we're going off the lava drop. What game is that? Is that Elden Ring?
It might be Elden Ring.
Oh, buddy, that drop though is quite. That's swift. Ah, yes. Ooh, this is so moody.
Yeah.
Pirates of the Caribbean, even.
Yeah, I'm just expecting the narration to kick in.
Yeah. I wish I knew it.
I feel like I should know the beginning because it's very simple and repetitive, and I played the Pirates of the Caribbean quests on Sea of Thieves recently.
Finish those, but I remember being like, these are not my favorite things to do, but the attention to detail in the environments were really nice.
Yeah, I thought that they were fine. I do think that the thing that I like most about that series or that game is just exploring and trying to find stuff, which you kind of do, but it's very on rails.
Yeah. I also played them really early when they launched and they were hella broken.
Oh, okay.
Or had the potential to get hella broken. But I'm sure they're great now. They've done like amazing support on that game over years.
Yeah, they've done so much. The Safer Seas is really nice if I just want to like jump on and play for an
I really
hour
want
or
to do that,
so.
to be honest.
Yeah, it's really nice because one, I don't have to worry about other people, and two, I can take my time and not worry about coming
Can I be
back.
my normal pirate or is it a separate pirate?
I think it's your normal pirate.
Mm. My pirate's a luchador inspired pirate. His name's Fernando. He has a backstory. Don't worry about it. I love him.
We will learn someday.
This is a wildly long transitional space,
It is.
and I don't hate it. Like, it knows what it's doing.
Yeah, it is very good. It is also very disrupting from how the game has played so far.
Mhm. But it's such a tonal shift that it's like whatever it is. I mean, I take it as an indication of like this next area could potentially be not very different, but I might have to approach it differently than I have been.
Yeah, I think
Um,
that's fair. In Secret Crush, you know you've got like a lot of tree damage out there, but is your house okay? That is the thing that I'm worried about.
yeah, are you okay?
I'm imagining you are okay. I'm hoping that you're not like posting through it. Okay. I mean, for everything that you were saying, like that, I will take some siding coming off being an acceptable loss.
Wild though. That's some wind.
Yep. I didn't bring it up, but you can skip that whole section.
No,
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel about it.
that's rude.
Oh, yeah. Well, hopefully Robot Spacer can find a way home. Behold the Tower of Abyss, a crumbling 50-floor descent of combat and endurance. At the end lies the legendary Lyrian Sword of Moonlight. So the Moonlight Greatsword is in this game. I just realized you may not know what that is. The Moonlight Greatsword is a sword that has been in most FromSoft games. It's very popular. It's the big blue sword. It
I muted
usually is like,
myself.
oh, okay. It's like strength and magic based.
It's beautiful. I feel like when I think of Dark Souls, I think of that sword.
Yeah. I am a little worried because I hear stuff and my game is not responding.
Yeah, it's like insect skittering.
Yeah, we will give this a minute and then we might have to load. Which is fine. I kind of just wanted to highlight that this was here. I don't plan on doing all 50 floors. I don't really even plan on doing hardly any. This is a thing that I think is really cool and has some neat stuff to it. Again, it is just like more there for the people who really like the combat of the game and the challenge of it.
Mm-hmm.
And also, like, especially for this series, which I think I primarily just want to focus on. I'm going to move us back to just chatting and restart. But for this series, I really wanted to just sort of highlight the game, what it is, what I think it does well, and what plays, like, how nostalgia is used. I don't want to spend the entire time on that. Pull this back up.
Please work, Lunacid. We need you.
I am pretty sure that, and I don't think it matters, we're going to go somewhere else, but I'm pretty sure that this is not a problem that we had with, I'm going to pull the game back, with when we started, where like you can talk to NPCs. I don't think it's broken. I also don't think it's a huge deal because it's not a place we're going to spend a lot of time.
Okay.
Because what we're actually going to do is head back in here, go up to this green door up here. Go up this busted stairway. And now we're in the throne chamber. And it's our buddy Garrot.
Oh.
I got my fight, and I almost lost myself to it. The Prince of Wings, the dark son of Justina and of Orphelia. I thought he was just a story. Oh, I'll be alright. I just need some rest first.
Uh-huh, sure. You look like you're doing so well.
He's fine.
Why
But,
do you disturb
the son of... Oh, we're doing cool things graphically.
So here's our first boss fight.
Son of Lesbians.
Yep. So this is just kind of a lot of like jumping and sidestepping.
Yeah.
Magic is super helpful here. I don't remember if there is if he has like a physical weakness. So if we switch to the club, is that going to be that useful?
He's
But
on
we've got our
fire.
wands. The wands are fast.
Okay.
And honestly, as long as you keep moving, it's not too bad. I think the biggest thing is making sure that you keep mana on you.
Yeah.
Fake door over there, fake wall. and just kind of keep your distance. If he closes the gap enough, he can do a lot of damage really quickly.
Yeah, I mean, I would assume just seeing how the other vampires can kind of like escalate very quickly if you don't eliminate them.
Yeah. This is going much faster than it did when I fought, but I also was probably like 15, 20 levels lower.
Oh wow, the wings are out.
Yeah, I really like this character's design. I am pretty certain it is supposed to be the character you see on the cover.
Okay. Yeah, just seeing the eyes see very
Yeah.
like similar.
I lost you. It's very like dark elf coded
Yeah.
to me, of like dark skin, light hair. Boy, this fire is just eating them. Maybe it's the lightning. It's probably the lightning, because lightning is a light spell. Magic. No, we're brothers.
We're brothers.
But yeah, that one bat spell, like,
Enough. You may pass.
took us below half health on bleeding. Barrage. Alright.
As you're aware, we're in a dark room.
I
Oh,
don't think you can sit on this, but I can stand on it.
are those bat wings?
Yep.
Gross.
I don't remember if Garrot says anything new. You did it, my friend. I can't believe it. I must venture deeper still to the Grand Warrior's arena. There will I reach my goal, the ultimate combatant. Good luck. Perhaps our paths will cross again. I think that, yeah, that's the way to the next area, so let's get our reward. Black Book.
Oh,
I believe that
we have
is,
4 now?
I believe
No,
that's
3.
3, and I think that that is all of them in the game.
That we know of.
That we know of. I really like this next area. So let's go find a save point. Let's go check on Daedalus. It's kind of hard to remember since we died. But I think our book should be ready.
Cool. This area is so cool.
This area is rad. It is very much like the prison from Demon Souls.
Sure.
Where do I want to go? A lot of
I
chambers.
own all of them, and I've never played them because I'm an idiot.
It's there when you're ready.
So true.
If you ever watch Nina's streams, it'll be familiar. You know what? Let's not. Let's not this time. Welcome. I have finished reading the book you gave me. It was most curious. It told the tale of an ancient king and a bestial curse involving blood. Here, take this ring. It is inscribed with the magic of this book. Yep, good news, buddy. We got another one. Okay, we may have to zone. I really like the prison. It's a tiered area. There are a bunch of cells. There are walls that are broken out, so it makes navigating it kind of unclear but fun to discover.
Mm-hmm.
I do have to roll. It's
It,
fun.
oh god, these are my least favorite.
Yep, pretty awful.
Ooh, now I'm getting some wonderful thunder.
Oh, dang. Okay. Let's do a quick teleport. Hopefully we can just give him the book and be good. I wish I could throw the book at him from up here.
My shins.
Exactly. Our little rat shins. Yep. You absolutely can read it. You know what? I'm gonna just try and run by. I don't really feel like fighting. And we're pretty fast. I think we can get around the corner pretty quickly. Okay, let's go to prison.
I love prison. Wait. I like this prison.
I like the idea of this prison. Well, that's a mixed blessing. Secret crush. Okay, I'm gonna make this jump. No! I'm glad it is not your tree, at least. Yeah, this is my favorite.
Is that a dragon?
It looks like an angel. It's some sort of winged beast, and I think that this over here is its halo.
Oh, I see. I see.
We'll get a closer look. Eventually. Hi.
Hate it. Jailer. He started illuminating red as soon as some sirens started going off behind me.
Oh god.
And I was like, oh, the jailer.
They're coming for you. Thank you and Secret Crush. Stay safe. Those of the abyss take the form of the dreamer's fear. For in ages past, they were as animals or the extinct. But with time, fear changes. Gradually, the creatures became more abhorrent, more strange. Designs forgotten in favor of the abstract and howling flesh we cannot simply observe.
Hmm?
Love an unobservable horror. Okay, so I think that is it for this top area, so we need to drop down a floor. Let's see if we can find anything cool.
Dropping down is scary.
I don't know if I can hit you. It's fine, you're just a little guy. Yeah, every time I look at this area, I can't help but be like, this was intentionally designed off the... Oh, good. Well, they're immune to fire. Ah, what a jerk.
Bonk. Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
So I think what actually happened was my spell set their candle on fire.
Mmm.
I'm gonna try again next time, but that would make sense that the candle is immune to fire, kind of. I like this really subtle water seeping down the side of the wall.
Mm-hmm. Do we get a key? We should get a key.
We will get a key eventually. I feel
That
like
looks like
that's
a fake wall.
Yeah.
That's a fake wall.
I wonder if there's a mirage on the other side. Yeah, I think I just hit the last guy's candle. It's just like, no thank you. I'm already on fire.
Do you even understand candles?
Like conceptually or physically?
Yes.
Oh, well then my answer's no. I want you to stop coming towards me. We did it. A little mask left behind.
Mask left behind.
A
Finally.
lower prison and the arena entrance.
We need to go loot everything.
Yeah, I think we're gonna stay up here and get some stuff first. We will eventually go deeper.
Oh, don't open that.
Okay.
That seems bad, right?
I don't know. Like, who hasn't seen a wall of bone or two in their life?
There.
I'm poisoned.
Rude.
Alright, I know that there's stuff in some of these, but I feel like most of them were empty.
I don't know why this makes me want to watch a ghost hunting show.
I can understand that. It's a creepy space. This place is absolutely haunted. Real quick. Get a little bit of this. I don't know why. I will never use it. I just feel compelled to.
Sure. It'd be foolish not to. It's all right there for you.
It's free. Some vampiric ashes. That's always good. This one's open. Our buddy. Oh, glory, Gerald. Those masked guards thought I was some mere prisoner. Before I knew it, I must have passed out from blood loss.
Yeah, the red stain under his eye slits are rough.
Yeah, he's bleeding from a lot of places. I woke up trapped in here, and worst of all, my hammer is missing. You should meet me back here should you find it. Alright, new quest. You gotta find Garot's hammer. Hi, buddy.
He seems like a real doofus, though.
He kinda is. I mean, that is sort of the Onion Knight's tale. of just being a little weird little guy, but I don't like all these spikes. But it is not a lot of fun to just like stumble into an area, find him, and be like, oh man, you're gonna get your butt kicked. Alright. So new baddies.
I hate it.
Yeah, this one's pretty awful.
The lighting on it's great though.
Yes. They naturally create their own little light. I forget what they're weak to, but these things are small, giant versions of the moon.
Sure.
I don't remember if it's this one or another one, but there is some monster that will just cast a ton of random spells on you. Oh, this one will summon these little dings. And these things are kind of a pain to fight.
Tentacle coming out of his mouth?
Or eye. Oh man, it put us in a coffin. Also these things.
Infested corpse is good.
So yeah, they're not a lot of fun. They can spawn a lot of enemies. They have a pretty good amount of health. I think that they are a cool enemy, and also I am not really a fan of fighting them. Okay. Alright, we've got 2 levels in the bag. Oh, hello. I'd like to start by finding a way out of here. Well, that's not super helpful. Okay, we don't want to be here yet. I believe that is the way out. And we want to go up. We want to loot those other jail cells. We want to check out that winged creature.
So I keep being like super quiet because I would get lost in just like I'm watching you scan for doors, and then I'm just like looking at like getting lost in the space
Yeah.
because I like.
You know what? Let's level up first. We've got 4 points.
Put into the deck so then it's normal,
Okay.
right?
That's done. I don't care. Like, we are
Alright.
doing really well. And,
Great.
again, I'll just go grind if things get bad. Okay. I'm going to start off and I'm going to go over here, because I see something over there that I think I might be able to get to. Buddy. Wednesdays, am I right? Yeah, last one of you I opened, you poisoned me. Oh, hello. Yo, healing potion.
I love a health vial.
Broken Lance.
I wonder who that's from.
His thing was actually a hammer, but we should check out
Yeah,
the
but
lance.
did they talk about like some of the knights within the
Oh yeah,
castle just like use lances and shit?
they were part of the Golden Lance. A large
Well,
spear
three
with a
cars.
broken tip, typically used by cavalry or knights back when foes were larger and less nimble. Alright, so we got a little XP bar. I might work on that in the off time, because as I recall, the lance as is, not very good. Becomes a better weapon. Ominous. Oh, hello.
Huh. For whatever reason, my brain didn't register as skeletons, which would make sense for this environment and world. But I was just like, are they robots?
Robot dogs. That can slow you on attack. Okay. Well,
They're rude.
very rude. And I am very slow. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's the one to the pathway. There we go. Now we're back. God, losing your speed and your height for like jumping is some of the worst things a game can do to you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that there was anything in here. Just a window and a jaw, a table. We'll check out that room last. Oh, God damn it.
Have you smacked it with your club?
I have to, because I'm in it now. Come here. Oh, God. You know, on the upside, we're kind of low on health, and I've got these earthen potions, which will actually increase my overall HP, and I don't feel bad about using it.
There you go.
So I'm healed up, got more health. It's
Oh,
very
ashes.
exciting.
Yes, beautiful.
Okay, that's busted. Hey. You
Lobos.
survived? How funny. Years wasted pushing the cart just for the family back home. And then I quit. I had enough of it and went home. Yeah, this is the guy who threw us in the well in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
They were already dead. Had been for years. Probably dropped off their corpses myself without realizing it. You know, I didn't know why I held on down here. What I was waiting to die for. But I guess it was this. One last laugh with an old friend.
But we're not friends.
Yeah, dude, you chopped our hand off. Promise me one thing. Don't stop. Don't ever stop. Not till that old beast is awoke. Bring an end to this rotten world.
We could have done it if we had two hands. Idiot.
Yeah, you can't get away with chopping off hands. You're not Lady Dimitrescu.
Great.
I do like him being there. I feel like that adds to the
Mm-hmm.
It's another instance of the game letting you know that there is a secret ending, or at least more to... You know what? I don't want to risk it. More to the story than just playing it through. There is a secret ending. But I'm looking at the clock. We are pretty close to wrapping up, so I think that we are just going to save here.